Okay, so you know how we're always on the lookout for those like next level technologies,
Hmm.
the kind of stuff that could like totally reshape industries.
Right, right.
Well, today we're going to deep dive into one of those potentially game-changing innovations. It's a company called Hallotrope,
Oh, wow, yeah, I've heard of them.
and their mission is nothing short of redefining energy storage. And get this, they're doing it all with hemp, but not the kind you might be thinking of.
Okay, so not like clothes or rope.
Exactly. We're talking about hemp graphene.
Yeah.
Now, before your eyes glaze over, trust me, this is worth sticking around for. Not only is Hallotrope tapping into the sustainable resource to create a high-tech material, but it could revolutionize how we power everything from our phones to electric vehicles.
I mean, I'm always down to learn about sustainable solutions, and if it involves something as unexpected as hemp, well, you've got my attention.
So let's break it down. What makes Hallotrope's graphene so special?
Okay, so to understand this, you got to think small. Really, really small. Like down to the level of carbon nanotubes. These are like tiny tubes of carbon with an insane amount of surface area.
Okay, I vaguely remember those from like high school chemistry.
Right, and Hallotrope has essentially figured out how to create a similar structure using hemp. And that's what gives their graphene this superior electrical conductivity.
When you say superior, what does that really mean?
It means electrons can move around way faster than they can in traditional graphite, which is what's currently used in most batteries. And faster electrons translate to a whole bunch of benefits. Like, think about your phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine charging it in like a fraction of the time
Okay, I don't think.
and having it last way longer on a single charge.
Now that would be a game changer.
And that's just scratching the surface.
Mhm.
For electric vehicles, this could mean a massive boost in driving range. Essentially, we're talking about batteries that are smaller, lighter, and just straight up more powerful.
So this hemp graphene, it's not just some like marketing gimmick. There's actually real science backing this up, right?
Oh, absolutely. Dr. Daeyoung Kyu from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and Dr. Sheldon Shi from the University of North Texas.
I have to admit those names definitely ring a bell.
And both of them independently conducted rigorous tests on Hallotrope's hemp graphene. And guess what?
Tell me.
It consistently outperformed traditional materials in a whole range of battery applications.
So this is like the real deal then. It's not just hype. It's been scientifically validated.
Exactly. This isn't just some theory cooked up in a lab somewhere. It's been proven to work and work really well.
So they have this incredible material backed by solid science.
Yeah.
What's the next step for them? How are they going to actually bring this innovation to the market?
Well, that's where their current fundraising campaign comes in. Their goal is to raise $750,000.
$750,000. That's a serious chunk of change.
It is, but it's all about scaling up. They need to transition from research and development to actual commercial production.
So what will this funding allow them to do specifically?
A lot, actually. First off, it'll help them ramp up their manufacturing capabilities so they can start producing hemp graphene at a much larger scale.
Okay, that makes sense.
Then there's the development of key battery prototypes.
Oh, right, because they're not just sticking to one type of battery, right?
No, they're actually working on 3 different types, each with its own unique advantages. So they need to create prototypes for each of these to really showcase the potential of hemp graphene.
Okay, hold on. Let's back up for a second. Tell me more about these prototypes.
Sure thing. So first up, they're developing lithium-sulfur batteries.
Okay.
These have the potential to store way more energy than the lithium-ion batteries we currently use.
Oh, wow. That's a big jump.
Right. Then they're working on zinc-air batteries. These are really promising because they're super safe and also quite affordable, making them perfect for a whole range of applications. And finally, they're developing iron redox flow batteries.
I'm not familiar with those.
They're ideal for large-scale energy storage. So think like powering entire buildings or even sections of the grid.
Got it. So they're really covering all the bases.
Exactly. They're not putting all their eggs in one basket. They're exploring a variety of battery technologies to see where hemp graphene can make the biggest impact.
This is all very impressive, but they also need a place to actually manufacture all these batteries, right?
Right, and that's another crucial part of their plan. Part of the funding will go towards securing a dedicated manufacturing facility.
Okay, so they're raising capital to scale up production, develop different types of batteries, and set up a manufacturing facility. This is starting to sound less like a startup and more like a major player in the energy storage market.
That's the goal. They're aiming big, and they have a good reason to. The potential here is huge. Not just for them, but for the entire battery industry, and really for anyone who uses batteries. So yeah, they're on track to become a major player if everything goes according to plan.
And it's all thanks to this humble little plant hemp.
Exactly. Who would have thought that hemp could hold the key to revolutionizing energy storage?
So for someone like me, or anyone listening for that matter, who is excited about the potential of this technology, what's the main takeaway here? What should we be paying attention to in the coming months and years?
I think the biggest takeaway is that Hallotrope is at the forefront of a potential energy storage revolution. And this revolution could be fueled by a sustainable homegrown resource, hemp. We're talking about scientific innovation, forward-thinking manufacturing, and the possibility of a cleaner, more efficient energy future. And this is just the beginning.
It's truly remarkable what they're doing. And I, for one, am excited to see what the future holds for Hallotrope and for this game-changing technology.
What if the future of energy storage is not only more efficient, but also more sustainable, thanks to innovations like this? It's something to think about.
Definitely food for thought. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of hemp graphene. And to our listeners, keep an eye on Hallotrope. What they're doing could change the way we power our world.